Hello, welcome to Grandpa's Workshop. I'm Loz, and as always, you're very welcome in my workshop. Today, I want to talk about upgrading my workshop apron after 4 years. Do I really need a workshop apron in the 21st century with all the mod cons of washing machines and the cleaning powders and the cheap supply of both casual wear and workwear? Why do you need an apron? I don't think you do. Do we want aprons? That's an entirely different kettle of fish. Probably yes, but let's get into it after this. Workshop aprons, what are they for? Well, they're there to stop you getting your day-to-day wear dirty and covered in paints and solvents and waxes and oils, etc., while you're working in a woodworking shop. I mean, in an engineering shop, you have a boiler suit. I wear a dad's boiler suit following in my dad's footsteps for the gardening because it saves me trekking a load of muck in. I can just do the gardening and shug it off. In the workshop, I chose a very simple white cotton canvas traditional apron about 4 years ago, and it served me in good stead. I use it, it gets covered in stuff, and then it goes in the wash and it comes out pristine. But do we really need them? When I started, I did a whole lot of research on the internet, and I decided that a little tool pouch to sling on my belt was possibly okay for measuring and marking out to tools, but remembering where I've put it would be a problem, and the way I work in the workshop, if I take the little tool pouch off and put it on a work surface, it gets covered up and then I can't find it. It's the same with a tool belt. I'm not a rigger up on a roof somewhere having to carry 30 pounds of sorted hardware because it's such a faff getting back down to the ground level. I'm in a single car garage. I'm 2 steps from the sidewalls and 4 steps from top to bottom. What could I possibly need to carry so much around in the workshop on my person? Well, the answer, and it's been answered pretty much by this apron, is that I can't find stuff. When I put stuff down, the gremlins run off with it to build a nest somewhere, and I don't find it for weeks. I've got a tool tote that is so full of rubbish, I can't find anything in it. So after 4 years, the traditional apron, even though it's got it's got a pair of pockets at the front, it's so lightweight. If I put anything that weighs anything other than a couple of ounces in, it drags it down. If I put anything with sharp corners in it, it sticks in my unmentionables when I bend down or crouch down. And I reckon I need something that keeps all my basic measuring and marking out tools on my person. So, short of stapling them to my forehead or hanging them off my woolly cap, I need some form of apron or tactical vest to hang stuff around my person, but not so much that it's like donning a suit of armour. And of course, a workshop apron 2.0 is all about the little ritual I have of coming out of the house, getting a fresh perspective in my own little kingdom, and carrying out some basic little routine ritual that gets my mind focused on what I'm doing in the workshop as to what's going on in the house and round about. So a workshop apron that will take conveniently a limited number of measuring and marking out tools, I think, is next in order. So I had a look that if you just type in workshop apron, either on eBay or on Amazon, and you get thousands of them in all colours and all makes and sizes. You get long ones, you get short ones. You can get them made out of lightweight cotton. You can get them made out of denim. You can get them made out of a heavier canvas, usually wax. You get them in leather, or chamois leather. You can get them in rubber, although if you're looking for a rubber apron, it begs the question what you're getting up to in your workshop, doesn't it? So I'm sticking to woodworking aprons. I don't need anything for slaughtering large animals or for doing any welding or any horseshoeing. So possibly either a long apron in a heavier canvas twill or a shorty. And as most of my work is done standing up with the work at waist level or above, possibly a shorty. So I had a look around all the cheapos. None of them really stuck out very much, so attracted my attention. And I know the prices vary from as low as £7 for something like this. You can get a better cotton one from Axminster for about £30 with a better set of straps with the clip-ons and like ribbon braces. You can get a better one for £30. You can go all the way up to £65 for a Veritas long one. You can stay in the realms of a lighter weight cotton one. You can go on Rob Cosman's website and you can get a Rob Cosman branded apron for about 50 English pounds, which is bringing the price up nearly up to the Veritas at £65, as I said. Or the other one is the Seika Do a Shorty, 30 odd pounds in a heavyweight canvas in various colours, that one. So I had a look round and it was a case of my thoughts on what I was going to have in the pockets, aside from having the pockets to gather sawdust, a limited range of tools. And the one thing that really caught my eye 2 years ago, and I've dithered for 2 years, was the Jonathan Katz-Moses apron. It's a shorty apron. It's got a range of pockets, but it's got some added features that I teased you with in the last video, which were the deal makers for me. So let's have a look. Right, so here it is. Very nice 20-ounce waxed cotton in the camel collar. It comes with industrial grade stitching and it has a range of, it's got a wide, oh no, I've got something in there. It's got a wide and 2 narrow pockets on the breast. Around the waist it's got a tool belt arrangement of pockets in various sizes from small to very large. It has a tool grade leather pocket for your combination square, so that's always to hand, and a tool leather grade sheath for your marking knives, so you don't stick yourself. Where the leather is used, you have good quality. Where the leather is used, you have good quality brass rivets. In terms of the straps, it's got the nice wide usual straps with adjustments both across the chest and round the waist. They actually come in 2 sizes. This is the medium to XXX large. It covers all those sizes, and the website always additionally sells an extension for us very large workshop users. I can just get in here. That's fine for me. So let's see it on. You put it on through one arm and over your head. Put the other arm through. Pull it down. Snug the shoulders. And adjust the strap at the back. Pardon me, I've got an extra jumper on today. there you go, and it holds it right. I can fix my square in. There you go. So that's always a hand. Never lose that. And the marking knife. So I'll just move over and show you and do a twirl. There you go. As I say, it fits halfway between the crotch and the knee, and it's nice and comfy. And if you do load yourself down too much, the actual canvas is stiff enough that it's not pulling out too much, and it takes the weight evenly on the shoulders. I am absolutely made up with this, and the idea is that I can get my basic set of tools in. I'll see how it goes for another couple of weeks, and then I'll perhaps do an update and tell you what's ended up on the apron and what's ended up on a much slimmed down tool tote. So let's have a look. What I'm proposing so far is a torch and a little magnetic doofer jig. That's for chasing stuff under the benches and into the corners, trying to retrieve stuff off the gremlins making nests. I've got my craft knife, a little Stanley marking out knife. That's Paul Sellers' favourite one. I found it useful for marking out. I'm going to have my little engineer square for checking the table saw and bandsaw blades squareness. A tape, obviously, to go with the little 6 inches combination square. I'm including the little sliding bevel. Pencil, obviously, possibly a couple about me. A little cheap digital caliper, and their new toy, which is the 9-in-1 Milescraft Exactor multiple doohickey, which is like a T-square, a double square, a set of levels. That's the basic tool just for me measuring and marking out. Why don't you tell me what you use in the workshop? Do you use a belt? Do you use a little tool pouch? Does everything get put into a tool tote that you keep with you? Or do you keep losing stuff like I do? That's that. Tell me about that, and I'll keep you posted on this. So that's it. Just a shorty, just a show and tell. I'm very pleased. I can put my hands in my pockets when it's cold, and it feels nice. It's all part of feeling the part and enjoying my time in the workshop. You tell me what you use. Right, I'm off for my cup of tea. You crack on in your workshops, stay safe, stay warm, and don't lose any fingers. You take care, guys. See you soon.